If you're not dressed nice while you're out in public, or if you have to give a speech in class, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel awkward. You're like not where I should be.
Alright, which cup would hold more water?
This one right here. Not this one. This one sucks.
Good morning, class. Today we're going to start with some bell work. So I have two problems here on the board. Which one do you guys want to do the first one?
I can do it.
Alright, you can do the first one or you're going to do the second one?
Nice. Come up.
Yep, come up to the board and write it. Good. Second one.
Way too much pressure for this. Probably like 18.
What's that?
18.
18?
Something like that.
Well, what do you think it is? What's 64 minus 36? Get off those ideas.
Got you.
There you go. It's just square root of 20. You don't have to do anything special with it. Alright, good job, class.
Thanks.
Now for today's lesson.
When you wear a particular outfit to school, do you feel like people stare at you more?
Yeah, because like I feel like they're judging me because of what I'm wearing.
Do you feel like they look at you more when you wear shorts and like tank tops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like they can talk about how my legs look or how my stomach looks or something like that.
And you feel like they do that more when you wear certain outfits? And when you're giving a speech in front of your class, how do you feel?
I'm nervous because I don't like getting up in front of people because I'm shy and my face gets red and I laugh a lot.
So you get nervous when people look at you?
Yeah.
Alright, Abby, so when you're in school, do you ever feel like when, like, if you're wearing something or if you're, like, giving a presentation or even, like, taking a test, do you ever feel like all eyes are on you, that, like, everyone in the classroom's always staring at you or someone's always watching you?
Like, not really, no. I mean, like, when I walk down the halls to get to my class and stuff, I feel like some people are probably looking, but that's really about it.
Like, if you're cautious about what you're wearing, like, let's say you go
yeah.
to school and, like, you're like, I don't know if, like, I wore the right outfit, do you ever feel like people, like, watching you, like,
Yes.
a lot? Yes?
100% yes.
Alright. And then the next question is, so if you're given a glass, and it's a wide glass, and you have it's half filled with water, and you're given a tall glass, and it's filled to the brim with water. Which one has more water?
Wouldn't it be? I'm trying to think. So we talked about this in biology. To be equal?
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Morning.
Morning. Sorry I'm late.
So as I was saying, you stay right there. As I was saying, we're going to do icebreakers for ourselves. And Mr. Gunther, since you were late, how about you go first?
Oh, okay, I don't have to.
No, you go first. Go ahead. This is a speech class, so you're going to have to work on the public speaking. Yeah, there's trouble now.
What's the icebreaker?
So tell us about yourself. You know, what's your favorite food? What you plan to do after high school?
My favorite food is pizza. I do love me some Italian pizza. And my thing to do after high school, I'll become a football player after high school.
All right, go ahead and have a seat. So today, class, what we're going to do is we are going to get assigned our first speeches.
As we saw in the interviews, all three of the children all assumed that they had gotten fearful and or shy and that all eyes were on them when giving a speech. This shows that this is part of Piaget's egocentrism, as it states that, you know, a lot of students will tend to have that all eyes on me feeling regardless whether people are watching them or not. You can see that when asked in two of the videos, and more specifically the second interview, the girl had to think about whether or not the cup that was filled with water was going to be larger from the other cup or had more water. She even states that she learned it in another class that they are actually equal. This is a sign of formal operations. And in the first video, you see the same kind of thing. But except he says that this one's going to hold more water, which it probably does. However, if you filled the same amount of water in both, it's going to look as though it has less. In the first video, you see the two students doing a math problem. The first student, he seems to do okay. The second student, however, he clearly states that he is under pressure. This is another example of how in the classroom students may feel that all eyes are on them, and that pressure is where it comes from. It also helps when the teacher comes in that it's a part of the scaffolding theory. Granted, that is not cognitive development, but it's also good to point that out, that as the teacher just says, we've done something like this before, that it helps the student. It is both problems that were done show a sign of formal operations, and by David Elkin, formal operation thought is it enables the young person to deal with all of the possible combinations and permutations of element within a given set. As you can see, as the students are doing that, they are figuring out problem-solving skills and working the problems out in their head and having a deeper thinking. Another thing, we didn't take the video of it. However, it is good to point out that the language that we use, we future teachers will use, and future parents will use, affects our kids. The way that we gesture helps them. The way that we might speak and the vocabulary that we use helps them. It helps them develop spatial knowledge and grammar knowledge. This both helps in the pre-operational stage, as that is more of grammar, and then in the concrete operational, that is where our spatial recognition and we can determine size and space and everything else that involves with it. Thanks for watching the video, guys.